Alright, folks, right now times are absolutely insane. There is so much happening across the world, and that is why you need to subscribe, because I will do the hard work for you. I will search hours upon hours every day, highlighting the most important stuff, geopolitically, economically, fundamentally, between silver price forecasting to the FOMC meetings and anything in between. So make sure you click subscribe and click the bell. This article is titled Silver Prices Forecast. Powell's dovish testimony may spark rally to $32.52. This was also written today, July 9th, only a few hours ago. Before we jump into this crazy title, I did want to mention something though. Imagine being a part of a secret silver club where only members have access to the discussion board, and each member automatically gets entered in a silver giveaway raffle drawing at the end of each month, where I go live, put all the club members' names in a bucket, and choose a winner every single month. Well, that's the secret silver society. Links in the description to join. And if you wanted to ensure your odds of getting gold and silver without just risking raffles, well, Miles Franklin is the best. We have 10th ounce 2024 gold eagles for only $39 over melt, 90% junk silver half dollars for $2.50 over spot, and 2024 silver eagles for only $5.95 over spot, plus many more options. Email me, slayer@milesfranklin.com, or call me 330-485-6172. Now let's jump into the video. I do appreciate you sticking through the introduction, by the way. I hope it doesn't bother too many people. I'm doing so many things beyond just making videos, and I want to share and offer them with you, whether it's great prices or a new place to hang out with other silver stackers and many other things. So yeah, anyways, let's jump into this article. Silver prices forecast. Powell's dovish testimony may spark rally to $32.52. Why did they say that specific price? Well, that's because we would be talking about the 11-year highs again of what silver did touch a couple months ago. So Powell's Senate and House appearances could provide crucial insights into Fed's monetary policy, potentially pushing silver towards 11-year highs of $32.52, like I just mentioned. CME Group's FedWatch tool, which CME Group is the COMEX, FedWatch tool indicates 77% probability of September rate cut, up from 66%, supporting silver's appeal as a non-yielding asset. Silver prices influenced by trade relations, manufacturing activity, and advancements in renewable energy and electronic sectors. So silver prices climb as markets await Powell's congressional testimony. Silver is trending upwards on Tuesday as investors anticipate Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell's congressional testimony. The industrial metals price movement reflects upon a complex interplay of monetary policy expectations and economic indicators. And Powell's testimony is a catalyst for silver. Powell's appearances before the Senate on Tuesday and the House on Wednesday are expected to provide a crucial insight into the Fed's monetary policy outlook. And by the way, remember, it's Tuesday and Wednesday. Today is not Wednesday yet, so make sure you stick around till tomorrow. And if you're looking at what silver prices are doing right now, which I will show the live prices, remember there's still stuff that could happen or will be happening tomorrow that could affect the price. So, silver traders are particularly attuned to any hints of a dovish stance, which could potentially propel prices towards the 11-year highs of $32.52. Now, if we do break through those 11-year highs and silver does go back up from where it dropped, remember, it touched 32, I think 51 or whatever, and it dropped from there. There was a pullback, there was a correction. But what's even more important is that it did not drop too far from that correction. It's still sitting at, I'll show you guys in a second, but it's still sitting at like $30.70 or something. So if we are going to be seeing new bottoms, a bottom of $30, and it could take something as easy as just, something of hints of a dovish stance to push it back towards 11-year highs of 32, which, by the way, the last time silver broke past 32.52, it was strongly on its way to $50. That means we are in a new day and age of price recognition, price advancement, and anyone who tries to say, oh, silver is not going to do anything, it's going to sit at 30 for the next couple of years, you're missing so many other key points and hints that this is the new bottom. $30 is no longer the top. that it could never break above. Now that's the new low. $30 used to be the high we would bang our heads against over the past several years, but now that's the low, that's the bottom. That's huge. That's huge, especially looking towards the end of the year and all of these other variables that are going to be bullish for silver. So anyways, here's the dual nature of silver demand. Unlike gold, silver's price is influenced by both its precious metal status and industrial applications. This dual nature makes it sensitive to economic growth prospects as well as monetary policy decisions. A dovish tone from Powell could boost silver's appeal as a store of value, while also signaling potential economic stimulus that could increase industrial demand. That's a good point. Labor market implications. Friday's jobs report showing U.S. unemployment rising to 4.1% has already shifted market expectations. The CME Group's FedWatch tool now indicates a 77% rate cut instead of 66% weeks ago. This evolving labor market scenario could support silver prices, as lower interest rates typically favor non-yielding assets. Inflation data, a double-edged sword. Thursday's CPI, or Consumer Price Index report, will be pivotal. See, we have, and that's pivotal for silver price. So we have today, tomorrow's stuff, and Thursday's stuff. There's so much happening on a day-to-day basis, and all of these things push and pull silver a little bit. The more it pushes towards 32.52, that's more stability. That's building more stable pricing at higher prices, which we have not seen since 2011 in these new prices, I mean. So inflation or cooling inflation could reinforce expectations of rate cuts. Persistent inflation might prompt a more hawkish Fed stance. Silver's industrial demand component makes it particularly responsive to inflation trends and their implications for economic activity. Global economic factors. Silver prices are also swayed by broader economic considerations, including global trade relations, manufacturing activity, technological advancements in sectors like renewable energy and electronics. These factors can significantly impact industrial demand for silver, adding another layer of complexity to price movements, which is also even more bullish. So here's the market outlook. Short-term outlook for silver remains cautiously optimistic. Powell's testimony and the CPI data are key events that could trigger significant price movements. A dovish Fed stance coupled with signs of economic resilience could create a bullish scenario for silver. However, traders should remain vigilant, as unexpected hawkish signals or weak economic data could quickly alter market sentiment. And I'm glad that they mentioned that. There's so many unknown variables, and a lot of times people just assume or expect things to happen exactly as they see, right? They totally forget that we're living in crazy times and crazy things are bound to happen. There's so many unknown factors that will come into play and affect your judgments or affect your opinions on how things are going to play out. It's kind of like people say, making plans is how's that saying go? Making plans or planning things is the best way to make God laugh or something like that. I forget how it goes. I just butchered that saying. But the whole point is that anything you expect to happen is most likely 9 times out of 10 not going to happen that way. So yeah. Anyways, let's keep moving on. The short-term outlook remains cautiously optimistic. I'm curious, are you optimistic? Are you optimistic about silver? What do you think silver is going to do by the end of the year? As silver continues to balance its roles as both a precious and industrial metal, its price movements in the coming days will likely reflect a nuanced response to monetary policy signals, economic data, and global industrial trends. So here's the technical analysis. We have silver trying to recover from yesterday's loss, but buying volume just isn't right, with many of the major players on the sidelines ahead of Powell's testimony. And, rightfully so. There's so much speculation when it comes to these things, especially since we also have stuff tomorrow as well. So a trade through last week's high at 31.49 could trigger a breakout to the upside, with speculators setting their sights on the 11-year high at 32.52. Conversely, a move under the 50% support level at 30.59 could fuel a steep decline into the 50-day moving average of 29.67. With the trend up, this would create a potential buying opportunity for aggressive traders. So what do you think? What do you think? There's so much speculation. Yeah, silver right now is $30.77, like I mentioned earlier in the video. So I guess it really is going to depend on tomorrow. I would like to also pass the question on to you. Do you think that silver will break below, or could break below $30 again? Or or do you think the days of $27, $28 silver is over? I personally think it is, but remember, we're living in crazy times. Maybe there's a miracle that comes through, and somehow the dollar strengthens, and everyone starts holding hands and singing "Kumbaya," and all of a sudden our debt goes away because somehow money just defaults and dollars don't matter, but somehow that actually helps the economy. And I don't know. The joke is that that's not possible. The dollar's going to collapse. And we know one thing for sure. It's only getting worse. It's not a if, but it's a when. So realistically, if you are someone who looks at things realistically like I am, I'm a realist, then of course silver is going to inevitably come out on top, since the dollar will not exist forever. It won't last forever. We all know that things are only going to get worse at the end of the year. No matter if President Biden wins or Trump wins, it's going to start crazy controversy, because if Biden wins, good luck to America. But if Trump wins, all the people that hate Trump still is going to cause crazy riots and civil unrest, which is bullish for silver. When people don't trust governments or economic uncertainty or craziness or chaos, silver's there. It's a safe haven. So whether scenario X, Y, or Z plays out, it's all looking great for silver. And most importantly, just a way to secure your wealth as the dollar declines, not even trying to just get rich quick, a get rich quick scheme. So anyways, yeah, I'm going to wrap this video up here. Let me know what you think. A lot of you have some great insights, and, I'm not trying to act like the smartest guy in the room, because I definitely am not. I'm just the guy bringing the information and throwing my 2 cents out there. But let me know what you think as well. Thanks for tuning in. Remember, folks, if you wanted, if you wanted a chance to hang out with the Secret Silver Society, introduce yourself to all the silver stackers, win some silver at the end of every month, or have a chance to at least, we have the official member gets 1 raffle ticket per monthly live giveaway, and elite members get 2 raffle tickets. Plus, there's many other things as well, like Patreon-only videos. There's lots of stuff where I'll be adding to there. So yeah, anyways, thanks for tuning in. This is Silver Slayer. I'll see you guys later today or tomorrow. Peace.